Leave me alone. I'm just trying to go. I'm just trying to... That's the one, like, slightly annoying thing about Farina. Why are you aggroed onto me? I don't even know who you are. Look at what you're making me do. This is all your fault. This wouldn't have happened. This is exclusively your fault, alright? I can't even hit this child. I can't hit this child. Wait, that's really funny. I'm just like... This is fucked up. I've, like, trapped him beneath the ice. I'll save you! No! Where is he? I have to save him. He's trapped.
A moment, please.
This poor child. I have to rescue him. Alright, there we go. Freed. You know, different opinions on what rescued means in that context, but he's no longer trapped under the ice. What the fuck? Slow down. What the fuck?
Just a heads up. The volcano sometimes sends rocks crashing into this area. Oh, here's one. Want to give it a try?
Not in a million years.
I think we skipped some dialogue.
You can use your shoulders if you want. Or your feet. Or even your head.
That doesn't change anything.
So is it only Electro that can break these, or is it just like any element? I feel like it's just Electro, right?
Hey, there's another one over there. Want to give it a try?
You know what, I do want to, actually.
Huh? What's this wooden plank doing here?
Oh, it's a piece of training equipment. I use
It's
it
a
all
ramp,
the time.
right?
Training equipment?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. Let me show you instead. Here goes nothing.
Is this something on my end that the audio is kind of desynced from the speak? What the fuck, Sonic? It's pretty cool.
And she sticks the landing.
Yes.
Whoa! You jumped over that huge gap just like that? Incredible!
Very.
Oh, no. Anyone can do it with a bit of practice. You made it across without any training at all. That's a lot more incredible than anything I can do.
I think she has a slight advantage there.
Oh, well, Paimon can fly, but you've got
A little less impressive, maybe. Pyroculus secured. You guys think we can make this jump? I feel like we can. I feel like we can definitely make this jump. Maybe not. Gotta try one more time, though. Alright, ready? Okay, it's gonna be hype. It's gonna be hype. Just watch. Alright, ready? Oh, he does it! He's up in the air! And he sticks the landing! Oh my god!
Let's begin.
Yeah, I'm kind of a master of these genshin trick shots.
A gigantic rock could crush us at any moment?
Well, not at any moment. It's a pretty rare phenomenon. Many adventurers come here and never even get to see it, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Okay. It's not like we're that unlucky.
I wonder actually if there's any... I wonder if you can make that jump with Varesa. If you get her like, if you get her and even like C0 or whatever and just like make that, that'd be kind of fire. That was fun though. Alright, let's keep on going. You wanna go, bro? You wanna go? Ooh. You got nothing. You got nothing. You got nothing, dude. Get dunked on. I'm doing this to prove a message. I could use my skill or I could do anything. No, I'm BMing this guy. This is like, I want him to feel bad. You fool. You're nothing. You got nothing. I'm gonna jab him in the nose. Oh, that's unpleasant.
Don't be scared. Just charge straight at it.
Okay, nice. That's actually cool. I didn't realize that that does damage. I've seen pictures of that. That's very cool. All right. And thank you so much. Sorry, just one second. Thank you, a little raccoon for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. We're just playing through some Genshin right now, catching up on the content that I've missed in my years of absence. It's been like a week.
All it takes is a bit of training.
But so we're trying to catch up.
Really, Charles? It's too much of a hassle to deal with them. Let's just ram straight through.
All right. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. You got dunked on. Embarrassing. Imagine that happening to you.
Hey, you guys are good. Color me impressed. Huh?
And color me
Looks like they're
red.
blocking the road in and out of the tribe.
But
So we'll have to get rid of them sooner or later. All right, let's hurry. We're almost there.
These gates. So I know you can use them with like the characters and the Saurians, but so it's just those. The fuck? What is that? What the heck? Who is this guy? What the? What's this guy doing? Who is that guy? What is this guy? Is it like a Monitu? Manitou? Monitou? Ah, yes, this guy, okay. I guess I just have to hit it? Question mark? Oh, yeah, maybe? How do I get... Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Move. Okay, wait a minute. I have to remember how to do... Okay, so I think I have to hit him with that. I have to do E, then dash. And then I hit him with that. So. Stop it. Stop moving. Alright. Get the fuck over here, you... You're kidding me. You hooligan. Get over here. I can't hit him from up there. Is it bugged? Alright, you know what? Not my problem. Not my problem, alright? You stay up there, alright? If you're gonna be difficult like that, alright? I just wanted a chest. Has to be difficult, alright? Not my problem. This looks pretty good. I would eat this pumpkin. It's a good pumpkin. You can make some like mean pumpkin pie with that.
Home sweet home. We made it.
I just realized she has a bell as an earring.
Whoa!
That's funny.
This is so cool! That platform shaped like the head of a bull is awesome!
That's
There's a
the
lot of,
resonating
like-
arena. It's
Yeah, I
where
guess
we
there's a
hold
lot of
all
like
our
bull
competition.
or
Don't
like
mention
cow,
it. It was
ox,
no trouble at all.
bull
I wish I
motifs
could
in this.
show
I'm
you
noticing.
around, but
Like Varesa has the
Let's get home.
horn. She's got the bell. The
Oh, did
I think it's
you remember
Tankatosaurus
something
is like a
important?
Triceratops.
You really hit. Oh,
There's
No, not
the
at all.
Matator
We made
Munitu.
it in
That's pretty
time.
neat.
There's
So it's
just
like
something
half,
important I have to
like
do.
90%
The most
Mesoamerica,
important
but there's
thing
like a
after
little bit of
training.
like
The
Spain in
post-workout
there too,
meal.
with like the bullfighting and all that.
Otherwise,
That's pretty neat.
I'll be a lethargic, dizzy, hunger-addled mess. The perils of an empty stomach.
That's neat. This is like,
It's terrible.
I don't-
Anyway,
does
I'm
Genshin
sorry, but I
usually
gotta
do
get
that?
some
The
food in
like
me. Like
more
yesterday.
like
grab
cartoony
something,
style,
too.
like over animated expressions and all that. That's quite
We can
neat.
meet back up at the
It's very
arena.
like
See
ZZZ
you soon.
feeling. I quite like that.
And she's off. Wow, talk about whiplash. 1 second she's chill and laid back, and then the next she's charging head first into danger. Literally.
It's the spirit of youth. As an old person myself, as an old person, the traveler knows all about that.
The spirit of youth. Sure, whatever you say, old timer. Paimon thinks we're still young.
I always forget that the traveler's like
Anyway,
5
why don't we take a look
bajillion years
around in
old.
the meantime? We can head to the arena in a little bit. The view must be amazing from up there.
That's very neat. It's like a kind of looks like a long ship. Like this stuff. Those look like boats. I want to check those out in a little bit. I'm back from the Shadow Realm. I didn't realize my mic was muted for a few seconds there, but back from the Shadow Realm. Unleashed. I got some food. I grabbed a cookie because I was kind of hungry. So, what's next? Wait a minute, what? Ah, there we go. I'm gonna turn on focus mode. That's not the right thing. Collective of plenty. Focused experience mode is on, alright? No distractions, none of that. We're focused. And we're experiencing. Yeah, so a lot of horn motifs, but also like this is almost like a boat. Like a lot of the stuff just feels like boats, you know? So like it gives me a very like kind of like a Viking vibe too, which is neat. That would be fun. Imagine if we get like a Viking, because I know we're not going to Snezhnaya next year. We're doing it the year after. But imagine if in the period between that we get like a Viking. In the meantime, we'll keep going with our focus experience. Oh, reputation's unlocked too. Very cool. I love my. I wouldn't want to interfere in the match. Let's take the long way. I'm gonna grab that in a second. I don't want to jump off the edge.
Yep, my dad whipped up something fantastic as always. He's a great cook. He can turn any protein or vegetable into something delicious.
No wonder you look so refreshed. That's the power of a good meal!
That's right. I was hoping to bring Uncle Akatl with me, but he wasn't home. So I guess you're stuck with me. Uncle Akatl is our chief, by the way. Who better than the chief to introduce you to the tribe, right? I've never given an official tour before, so I'm thinking I'll just explain things as we go along. Is that okay?
It's usually how a tour works.
Okay. Whew. Then let's start in that direction.
Alright, the model's coming back on. The VTuber model stays on. We're back. Hello. You know what the neat thing about this program as well is that I can swap between models. I'm not going to because I don't really like any of the other ones. They're all kind of cursed. But they are pretty funny. You're kidding me. I miss that. You're kidding me. What? I'm not switching to Kazuha. I'm doing this. You're not gonna win, Mr. John Hoyo, alright? I won't play your sick little game. Alright. That was like 1 second saved. I always get stressed out whenever I'm like gliding in Genshin and then I get close to the quest. Because every time I've done that, I get like locked into the dialogue and my character just plummets from the sky because I don't get to plunge.
You grow the fruit yourselves?
You guessed it. My family runs a huge orchard. We live really close to the main entrance of the tribe. So every morning, I wake up to the sound of all the people and carts on the road. That's also when my parents start work. So that's how I know it's time to get up.
And then you all work in the orchard together.
Well, knowing it's time to get up and actually doing it are two separate things.
Real. That's so real.
Most of the time, I end up curling under the covers and falling back asleep.
Oh, Paimon gets you. Sleeping in is the best kind of sleep. Plus, when you have the Traveler to wake you up, it's no big deal.
Next time I'm sleeping in and you can wake me up.
No, that was just a joke. Don't scare Paimon like that, Traveler.
Well, maybe you can both sleep in sometime. Once I get up, I usually help my parents around the house, head out for training, then come home for lunch. After lunch is when my parents do their delivery runs. So then it's my turn to work in the orchard.
That should be about now, right?
Oh, Paimon would love to see the orchard. Can you show us?
Sure thing. We'll go right after this. But first, come with me.
Oh, how forward. Whew, getting hot in here? My goat, Yan-san!
Coach Yan-san, are you here to do some training?
Nope. Just doing some maintenance on the equipment here while I have some time. Oh, hey there, you two. It's nice to see you again. We're happy to have you. So, what brings you to the Collective of Plenty? Wait,
just doing some
Every
adventuring.
time I'm
We don't
reminded
have
I
any
haven't
concrete
completed the
plans.
Archon quest, so I
We
don't
ran
actually
into
know
Varesa
these
on the road,
characters.
and she was nice enough to lead us the rest of the way. She's even giving us a tour. It's my pleasure.
Still keeping up with your training, Varesa? No slacking, I hope.
Yes, Coach. Did 3 full shuttle runs, just as you instructed, Coach.
Good. Then we'll continue with the training plan. As for your diet, actually, no dieting for now. As you are. Feel free to use any of the equipment around here. But if you're planning to do strength training, make sure you have a spotter.
Of course. Don't need to tell me twice, Coach.
Very wise advice from
Isn't
Genshin.
diet a huge part of bodybuilding? Varesa doesn't need one?
Oh, it's kind of a long story. I suppose you could say Varesa is among the select few who have a natural gift. When she first started training with
born
me,
with good
I started
genetics.
her on a standard training regimen and wrote out a simple recipe plan to give to her
Unlucky.
But it left
Unlucky
me so
for the rest
hungry.
of us.
I couldn't even muster up the energy to make it to class.
father. Yeah, that was my fault. It was just your average nutrition plan, but Varesa's metabolism is something else. Once I studied her eating habits, I was able to tailor it to her needs.
Yeah, Coach is really thoughtful that way. Now I feel like I'm making real progress. And the training and classes are a lot more fun.
Varesa is currently my top student. She can lift even more than me.
Wait, but you're the coach and the victor of the pilgrimage.
I don't even know who that is.
Don't sound so surprised. This kind of thing is really common in the fitness world.
It's my fangirls,
Everyone
guys.
starts from a different baseline.
They love the Twitch streamers.
Amazing! Paimon would have never guessed.
I'm not exaggerating either. Varesa is extremely strong. All she needs is a bit more confidence.
Oh, well, it's just because Coach is a great teacher. It didn't take much effort at all.
Just further proof that you're a natural.
Oh,
Very
believe
true.
me, I'm not. I mean, sure, I can face a few monsters and lift some heavy training equipment. But I'm useless when it comes to fighting other people. I'm scared I'll hurt someone.
Oh, that makes sense. But what about the pilgrimage?
I've never placed or even made it out of the team stage. I'm not good at fighting actual people.
When it comes to power, it's all about control. Take these weights, for example. It takes strength to lift them, yes, but also to control the weight when you set them down. True mastery means control during both motions.
I know that, and I can do it just fine during training.
Look at these like axe
But
blades
whenever
on
I
the
have to face a
squat
real
rack.
person, I start
This
to doubt
seems
myself.
really dangerous. It's kind of metal, but like, why do you have this shit? It's alright.
Thanks. I appreciate
It's
the
okay,
support.
Slimy.
As long as I keep training, I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Well, we should get going, Coach. I told the Traveler and Paimon I would show them around the orchard.
Sounds good. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Like, look at that. This seems real. This is like a safety hazard. It's kind of cool looking, but like, it's an OSHA violation waiting to happen. Yeah, we are absolutely just taking whatever we get and just rolling with it. I am absolutely not gonna try to get 900 or even 400 on that one. That is not gonna be good for my sanity. As a staunch Night Soul hater.
Thanks for guarding the house. Now, let me take a good look at you. Did you have another growth spurt?
Oh, look at that. Banana. Banana unana.
Hey, I was just taking a look, not inviting you to wrestle. Next time, okay?
Oh.
Oh, this is Banana. She keeps watch over the orchard when no one's here. She's a tough little thing, but also a clingy baby at heart.
Did you say little? She certainly doesn't look it.
Anyway, this is my family's orchard. Come on, I'll show you around.
I'm sure they wouldn't notice if I took all their food from my parametric transformer, right? I'm sure nobody would care, right?
Oh, look at all the fruit. It looks delicious.
This is the Collective of Plenty, after all. Being so close to the volcano.
Yeah, bro,
makes the
when this
soil
cutscene finishes, I'm gonna
So
plunder this
everything that
place.
grows around here is amazing, especially the fruit. We sell a lot to the other tribes, give some to family and friends, and keep the rest for ourselves.
Well, if you have to live next to a volcano, at least you get something good out of it.
That's right. Well, since we're here, why don't we pick some and have ourselves a little snack?
Wait, but didn't you just eat?
Yeah, but there's always room for dessert. Plus, we don't have to pick that many. A few dozen should do it.
A few dozen? I literally had the exact same reaction. A few
Well,
dozen?
As a kid, whenever my dad was working at the stand, I would tug on his shirt and ask for a piece of fruit. I would scarf it down in a
Aw.
heartbeat and then ask for another. Before long,
That's cute.
people would gather around just to watch.
Reminds me of like
My dad told me I made the fruit look so delicious, more and more people started coming to
the
our
like
stand.
the baby
which,
Dea
of course, made
images
me
from
want to eat
Historic Quest.
even
Those ones
more.
were really cute too.
The customers would ruffle my hair and say, "It's good to have a healthy appetite. You'll grow up big and strong for sure." I mean, what kid doesn't like a compliment? So I would smile, which would get my dad to smile, and then my mom too.
Aw, that's so cute. Plus, free fruit whenever you want. Jealous.
With all that said, it also helped that our fruit actually tastes really good. And I'm not just saying that. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Oh, and there's an epic feast showdown in a few days, so we're providing a bunch of the fruit for the desserts.
A what?
Epic Feast Showdown.
Oh, sorry. It's basically a speed eating contest. We need to prepare a ton of ingredients. So don't worry about anything going to waste. Okay, let's get picking.
All right. Where should we start? Why is there a mushroom over there?
Oh,
Seems like there's
that
more than
kind
just
of
one.
mushroom. Well, they kind of appeared out of nowhere when we first planted the orchard. They grow really fast and don't require any water or fertilizer. Oh, and the flavor is amazing. You can grill them, stir fry them, or even eat them raw. The flavor has almost a fruity taste to it.
A mushroom that tastes like a fruit? That's a new one.
Maybe it absorbed nutrients from the nearby fruit trees.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that could be.
Maybe.
Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, if it tastes like a fruit, then it fits right in. Who cares where it came from? Go ahead, pick as much as you want. Might as well get some mushrooms too, and I'll whip up something to eat.
We're gonna ravage these fields. Oh wait, what the? Out of all of these are probably the ones I want the most. These look really good. Like these berries, I would absolutely eat some of those. Like all the other stuff, I don't know. The cacahuatl, I think, are peanuts, so I don't know, not really my thing. But I would absolutely get those berries. Alright, let's get some of these pumpkins too. No, we can't. Tragic. Grab some floor apples. Some grain fruit. Some more mushrooms. Oh, left one of these. I feel terrible. I'm like destroying these fields. What am I missing? Oh, I see. There they are. So I guess we're gonna find out more about the. I guess the story quest is gonna be about the mushrooms, right? Figuring out like where they're from. They can't just be mushrooms, right? They have to be like evil, terrible mushrooms.
Whoa, that's quite the haul.
Well, you need a bunch of ingredients for the eating competition, right? Thought we'd give you some help. Oh, and you were right about the fruit. Paimon tried one, and it was one of the sweetest, juiciest pieces of fruit Paimon has ever had. You must sell out every time. Also, Paimon tried one of the mushrooms too. In a weird way, it really did taste like a fruit. We should call them berry shrooms.
When it comes to food, Paimon's judgment never fails. Very true.
Paimon has multiple nations worth of good food to refine her palate. Her taste buds never lie.
Food
Well,
expert.
Thanks to your help, we can call it early today. Oh, I promised you a meal, didn't I? I'll be right back.
I feel like these mushrooms are gonna
Please
like
cook, so
kill
It's
us.
nothing special. Still, high quality ingredients are hard to mess up.
Don't sell yourself short. It looks great. Paimon can smell the umami from here. Whoa! This is completely different from the raw taste.
I like them both. Yeah, I'm kind of.
I'm glad.
I don't know. I'm worried about eating these mushrooms. I
This
feel
kind
like
of mushroom is a
maybe I'm
favorite in the
freaking
tribe,
out about them, but I feel
it's
like they're
not
gonna
well
like
known outside the collective of
explode
plenty.
or be evil or something.
Actually, we're hoping to use the
Abyss
upcoming competition
shrooms.
to introduce it to a wider audience. Uncle Atoli has been coming up with new recipes like there's no tomorrow. Hey, you two should sign up. Only if you want to, of course.
What do you think, Paimon?
Oh, you mean the Epic Feast Showdown? Yeah, Paimon would love to sign up. She might not do very well, though.
I beg to differ, Paimon.
Don't worry. You can tap out at any time. Nothing goes to waste. I'll take care of anything you can't finish.
Oh, good. Wait, aren't you competing too? Oh, then Paimon doesn't stand a chance.
You never know until you try. Oh, besides, from what I just saw, it looks like you can hold your own. Well, anyway, winning isn't the point. Just think of it as an opportunity to try our local delicacies.
Oh, good point.
Guess I'll tag along.
Then let's sign up together. Time for Paimon to show these people what she's made of.
Right. So, I guess our last quest, or the last quest, is going to be the eating competition. Cheesy mushroom skewer, huh? Delicious.
Oh, hey, you're here.
It's been a while. When Varesa told me you signed up for the Epic Feast Showdown, I could barely believe it. Sounds like Varesa might finally be in for a challenge this year.
Honestly, I'm not even that good.
Oh, I thought you was going to say, honestly, no, these guys
Sounds like you're
suck.
still half
It's not a challenge. I appreciate the humbleness,
Just, hungry.
humility.
It's competition day, so gotta show up with an empty stomach.
Not much longer, Varesa. Atoli's firing up the ovens as we speak.
Got it. I can wait.
About the competition. Usually you have to pay for the food if you don't finish. But when I heard you two were coming, I talked to Atoli and we agreed to waive your expenses.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I see. Just take it easy and box up whatever we don't finish.
Thank you. We appreciate the generosity.
Please, it's our pleasure. You've done so much for Natlan. Just think of it as a small token of gratitude.
I'm starting
When
to
the
see the
abyss
quick start
invaded,
in
we were
action.
hit with large waves of monsters, but the volcano became unusually
That
active.
has not happened yet, my
As
friend.
the guardians of Tolan, we couldn't stand by and do nothing, so we immediately dispatched a team to the summit. Varesa was a key member of that team. Varesa?
Oh, right. Yes, I was there. I brought so many Saurus crackers with me that day. Sorry, not the point. There were abyss tumors all around the summit, agitating the magma and spawning all kinds of monsters. But once the Pyro Archon did her
It's a bad
thing,
idea.
we were able to smash them to smithereens.
Looking back on it, the goal was probably to hold us up so we couldn't send reinforcements to the areas around the stadium.
Good point. Your tribe must be full of great warriors with all the training you do. The Abyss really is a cunning enemy. Oh, and you mentioned something about the Guardians of Tolan? What does that mean?
That is a duty our people have held for generations. The volcano is very important to us. It brings disaster, but also opportunity. Our people rose to the challenge of living in this environment, and in return, we get fertile soil and a thriving ecosystem.
That's right. The Natlanese are never ones to shy away from a challenge. Although, whenever we spot unusual volcanic activity, we always report it to the stadium.
Oh, so there's a lot more to this place than good food, huh? Hold on. Where did Varesa go? Wasn't she just here?
Oh my god, we lost her.
You know, I just saw her leave. I thought someone must have called for her.
My guess is that she followed the scent of the food straight to the kitchen.
Let's go check on her. Paimon understands the torture of an empty stomach.
I'm actually getting
better than
hungry too now.
anyone.
This fucking
I'll lead the
story
way.
quest all about food is making me hungry too. Wait, are you kidding me? This is where weren't we literally just standing here? How did they not see her? She's
Oh, that smell. So delicious. Juicy mushrooms, melted cheese, mouth-watering steak.
ugh. Oh, that fucking zoom in was
Ah, look who it is. I thought I felt an intense energy around here. I know better than to get between you and your next meal. The food just needs a few more minutes. Here, this should tide you over in the meantime.
Wait, is this priest meat stew? Thank you, Uncle Atoli!
Varesa! You really did head straight for the kitchen. What's up? You seemed lost in your own world just now.
Oh, it's you. Sorry. I completely spaced out just now. The next thing I knew, I was all the way over here with a bowl of stew in my hands.
I really want some stew now. This quest is like making me real
Worry
hungry.
about it. I think we can all guess what happened.
Prep took longer than usual, so I had to push back the competition. Sorry for making you wait, Varesa, especially on an empty stomach.
No worries, Uncle Atoli. Your delicious soup fixed me right up.
Oh, that sounds more like the Varesa we know.
I become completely useless when I'm hungry. I really wanted to focus on the conversation back there, but no luck.
That's perfectly normal. It takes a lot of energy to train the way you do, so you need more food to make up for it. You two know what I mean, right? Try to do too much on an empty stomach, and you end up feeling weak and lightheaded.
Oh
Real.
boy. Paimon's been there before.
So, When is the competition supposed to start? Not sure I can wait much longer.
One sec. I'll go check.
We're all set. Time to gather the contestants, Coddle. The showdown is about to begin.
Got it! Let's head to the venue. The food will be brought out
I'm
shortly.
actually becoming like Varesa
Finally.
brained. I'm so hungry right
So
now.
ready to dig in.
Alright, time for the epic feast showdown of Doom and Destiny. It's a dated reference. I hope no one gets that one. So I wonder how this is going to be, if it's going to be like a mini game or like... I'm interested to see how it works.
It smells so good. Varesa had the right idea. It's definitely worth the wait.
Yeah, I was literally thinking the exact same thing. These are some crazy portions though.
Yeah.
Especially
we could
ours.
Maybe finish one portion between
Like,
the
look
two
at
of us.
ours and then compare it to
And
the ones
even
around
that's a
us.
stretch.
Like, this is...
But one portion each?
These look so much bigger than
There's
the
no
other
chance.
ones. It's really good
Time
though.
to dig in. Thanks for the food, Uncle Toli.
Whoa. Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Veresa's
look at
plate
this
looks
one.
completely
Look at
different
that
than
one.
ours.
I forgot to mention, the competition actually has 2 levels. The regular challenge and the Varesa challenge. The Varesa
Good
challenge
God.
is only for people who have completed the regular challenge in the past.
This food looks really
It's
good though.
named after Varesa because, well, so far, she's the only one who's been able to finish it.
You're kidding. You had to invent a whole new challenge just
Oh, this
for
person's
her?
not the person in the background, they're not having a good time.
Believe me, if Varesa
Food
competed in the
coma
same
after
class
2
as everyone
seconds.
else,
That's not
the
good.
winner would be decided before the competition even started. What's the fun in that? Only one other person has come close to beating the Varesa challenge, and that would be the Pyro Archon herself.
Wait, no way, Mavuika's done this before?
Of
That's actually
course.
crazy. That's
She breezed through
that's
the normal
wild.
level, but the Varesa challenge was still too much, even for her. Back then, it was all part of an investigation. You see, the Pyro Archon covers all expenses at the Weary Inn the night before the pilgrimage. And each time, Varesa's tab would show several dozen people's worth of food for a single person. The speaker's chamber thought something had to be wrong. Maybe there was a mistake in the accounts, or someone was trying to defraud the Archon.
nope.
But once
She's
the
just built
Archon
different.
finally saw Varesa's appetite in action, that was that.
Whoa. Okay, so... You're saying Malika had these portions, and she just... breezed through?
Go for it.
You're right. Let's go. Paimon's gonna defend her honor with everything she's got!
I can't take a screenshot, so I literally just... Let me just clear my chat and my image and then...
Whoa. Tender, juicy, grilled to perfection. It's
I was literally gonna
delicious.
take a screenshot of the VOD for the thumbnail.
Oh, you gotta try this one too, Traveler. It's amazing.
I didn't like those sound effects.
And this one is.
Oh, I don't like these sound effects, guys. What?
All right, that's it. Paimon taps out. All this time, and it doesn't look like we've made any progress. Oh, Paimon's ready to throw in the towel.
What happened to defending your honor?
Okay, Paimon's tried.
Oh my god, she's already done.
But this enemy is too strong. You know what? There really should be a Paimon challenge. Paimon's smaller than the rest of you. It's no fair for her portion to be the same.
This person's slumped though. She died.
Let's hear it for Varesa, who has once again completed the challenge.
That's fucking
And
insane.
with a 10% increase in portion size, it's a new personal best.
Gotta eat the lettuce leaf though. Come on.
Ha! Well done, Varesa.
Amazing job!
Oh, it's nothing. Uncle Atoli's food is just too good. I couldn't stop myself.
You actually finished it? Jeez, are you okay?
Huh? Why wouldn't I be?
I have no idea.
You don't feel bloated? Or like you're gonna throw up? Oh, Paimon's so full it feels like she's gonna sink.
Oh, nope. I feel good, actually. Satisfied, you know?
Like spoken like a true
Thanks.
champion.
This is my specialty, after all. Not that it's good for anything outside these competitions.
What if one day you need to carb load, you know? Freelo.
If I'm honest, I'd rather be like you or Kochi-an-san. A hero brave enough to stand against the abyss.
What if the abyss takes the
Don't
form of
worry,
like some
Varesa.
really tasty
For
donuts
someone
one
as
day though?
talented as you, it's only a matter of time before you shine in the arena.
One day. One day.
Son, did you beat the challenge too?
Of course. The regular challenge is easy for me. I've attempted the Varesa challenge a few times too, but never even came close.
Pretty impressive though, yeah.
There has to be
Especially
more
'cause
to
she's
this
smaller.
than just appetite. Is there some kind of trick? By the end,
Unhinge
it
your
was like the
jaw.
meat turned into one big greasy blob, and it was so hard to keep going.
Swallow the entire plate.
Oh, that's when you balance it out with some mushrooms. The ones from my orchard. Well, that's what I did anyway. As soon as the food came out, I set a few mushrooms to the side so they wouldn't soak up too much oil. Or get too mushy. That way, you have something fresh and fruity to balance it out.
Oh, so that's the secret. Use the mushrooms to cut through the heaviness.
That's right. You tried them yourselves, remember? If it tastes like a fruit, might as well use it like one. I think more people from outside the tribe would beat the challenge if they knew about that mushroom.
Ian-san, some of the contestants are looking for you. Something about being ready to train?
After
They
this?
want to exercise. After all that food? Sorry, everyone. I should intervene.
Bad idea. Horrible, horrible nightmare bad idea.
Well, how did everyone do, Uncle Atoli?
Almost half finished the regular challenge. I believe that's a record. Either the contestants are getting more experienced, or my cooking was extra good this time.
Everything was delicious, especially when it first came out all hot and steaming.
Thank you. When cooked at high heat, that mushroom has a special fragrance that really brings out the flavor of the other ingredients. Oh, and since you're new here, I should mention something else about that mushroom.
It's extremely poisonous, and you'll die in 2
It's an
days.
excellent addition to any dish, but there are actually two varieties. Red, which is the most common, and green.
Okay, so not what I said. Good. Good to know.
There's not much to note about the red ones. Sell them, eat them, do whatever you want. But if you see a green one, it must be picked and eaten right away.
Because it'll turn into a red one?
Why's that?
That's just what a scholar from Sumeru said when the orchard first opened. No one knows the reason. We just do as we're told. Whenever a green mushroom pops up in the orchard, I pick it and eat it. The flavor is identical to the red ones.
It's kind of sketchy.
Okay, because that's not weirdly specific at all.
Yeah, exactly. There's something up with this. I'm trying to figure out where to place the chat box. I realize it's getting in the way of the text. That should be fine, right? Yeah, I think we can work with that.
Well, of course.
Don't you want to know the reason behind it?
But curiosity isn't always a good thing, right?
I feel like in this
By the
scenario,
way,
you probably want to know
Varesa,
why.
I'm almost out of red mushrooms. Could you run to the orchard and grab some more for me?
Of course, Uncle Atoli. I'm on it. Want to come with you too?
What do you think, Traveler? Paimon wouldn't mind working off some of that food.
I'm intrigued about this mushroom.
Paimon will take that as a yes. Alright, let's go. Thanks for the food, Atoli.
Haha, my pleasure. But try to finish it all next time.
Ooh, ooh, he's dunking on us. So yeah, there's definitely something up with those mushrooms. I wonder what though. I wonder if it's like, are they like abyss mushrooms? Am I just overthinking things and they're literally just mushrooms? Who knows? Who knows? There is a chance they're just normal mushrooms, but I think we'll probably see a green mushroom here, so maybe it's like, if it kills us, we'll find it.
After that meal, I'm ready to tackle anything.
How about a nap?
Oh, something on your mind? Is it what Uncle Atoli said about the green mushrooms? Don't worry. He can be a bit dramatic sometimes. The green mushrooms don't appear that often. Besides, I check the orchard every day, and if I see one, I eat it. If anything, I wish there were more around here. Means more free mushrooms for me.
Wait, is that one right there? Huh. Talk about a
A
coincidence.
lot of them, too. So it really is green.
See? There's nothing special about it except the color. Give me 1 sec. I'll start a fire and grill it right up.
Paimon's gonna pass on this one. She's way too stuffed from earlier.
I wonder why that scholar said what he said.
You
I'm
mean
actually very
why we
curious,
have to
yeah.
pick and eat the green mushrooms right away?
Is it like or maybe they're like an invasive species and they'll like ruin it?
To be honest, I'm curious too. The scholar looked really serious when he said it, but he never explained the reason behind it. Uncle Atoli has a point, though. Curiosity can be a bad thing.
I do
If
like
we
the
stop
song.
doing what the scholar said, something terrible could happen.
You could look into it at least. That's what an adventurer would do.
Yeah, but my tribe is more important. I love everything about this place. Maintaining the status quo is good enough for me.
Maybe it'll turn into just
I
like
know
the
the truth
bad,
is
like the
important
fun
too,
guy
but
from
I
Sumeru.
don't have the right to make a decision that could put the people around me in danger. In other words, deep down, I guess I'm just scared. Scared that change could mean losing control.
If you're strong enough to uncover the truth, you're strong enough to command the truth.
Command the truth?
If fear is the only thing stopping you, let us help you shoulder the burden.
Yeah, we don't have to stop following the scholar's orders. We
Why
can
are they
start by
doing
gathering
this?
Information.
Why do they always split up the... Bro, you're right. Curiosity can be a bad thing, but what you don't... Excuse me. But what you don't know can still hurt you.
You have a point. You know, you remind me of another hero from our tribe. Her name was Fiatena. Just like you, she was full
Fiatena's
of
not-
courage and never stopped challenging and exploring the unknown.
Aggressively
idol.
unfunny.
Actually, could you give me a moment? All I need is 3 seconds. Lady Fiatena, lend me your courage. 3, 2, 1. You're right. I can't keep running from the truth. I want to command it, just like you said. So, where should we start with the investigation? You probably have a bunch of experience.
Okay, so taste it first. Not a bad
the
idea.
green mushroom, you mean? The taste is the same as the red ones. There's nothing special there.
Obviously, when you don't know what
Well,
something is, you
Trevor
should
is
eat
a
it.
lot more perceptive than most people. He should at least give it a try.
Oh, I see. Well then, I'll grill some up right away.
No, have it raw.
So, notice anything, Traveler?
No difference in taste.
Just like Varesa said. Guess it was the same for all of us.
Finally, a worthy devotee after all this time.
What the fuck?
Who said that?
No need for alarm. There is only one among you who piqued my interest, and that is the one with golden hair. Seeing as you all appear to be acquainted, I allowed the rest of you to hear my voice as well.
What the fuck?
Now, I shall grant you all the honor of becoming my first subjects in this era.
Cut to the chase. So, can Varesa hear this?
You were the ones who wanted to learn more about my origins. I merely granted your wish.
Origins?
Oh, so she can hear it.
Wait. You're the green mushroom?
So you do know how to use your brain, young one. But you'll excuse me if I have no interest in you. Craven and dull-witted as you usually seem.
Ouch!
Hey, watch it, buddy.
Let me remind you, it was your own curiosity that started all of this. I see no reason for me to stand down. I only granted you this audience because I saw potential in you.
So this is the mushroom god? Oh wow, I was actually joking.
I am the Sage Lord of Fungi. Serving me is a great honor, as well as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
So we're probably like high out of our minds, tripping on
Sage
shrooms.
Good one. Did you come up with that yourself?
Damn, Paimon.
You mock my name? Oh, all you do is make a mockery of your own taste. Of course, the Sage Lord of Fungi is too dignified for petty arguments with lesser organisms.
Damn.
Sure doesn't sound like it.
Nope.
That's enough out of you. What's wrong with you humans? You should be full of reverence at this point.
Interesting. So we're tripping out of our minds on a
In that case,
shroom-infused
I don't know what
drug
went
trip.
wrong, but you lack the trust and worship to be my subjects, so we shall have to table that for the time being. However, I am willing to share my sagely knowledge with you. I have all the answers you seek.
I wonder, is this the...
As with
Maybe
all
this
facets of
is
said
the,
knowledge, all you have to do is prove your sincerity, and we shall see if you're worthy.
Sage Lord sounds very Sumeru-like. So I wonder if this is the scholar that came in, and for some reason this is them speaking.
Look, more green mushrooms right in front of us.
These clones are my most loyal subjects, as well as the keepers of my secrets. If you want answers, then gather your wits and search for clues. I shall await your summons.
Interesting.
It might be advisable to brush up on your devotion in the meantime.
Oh, that was a weird laugh.
Finally, Paimon had enough of that racket. Talking in our heads without permission, spewing a bunch of nonsense. Even a Hal is better than him.
That did sound a lot like Aja.
So, do you think what he said was true?
Oh,
About
he.
being the Sage Lord
I
of
thought that was a
Fungi
woman.
and all that?
Maybe, but most of it sounded like hot air to Paimon.
We may not know who he is, but we know he exists.
True.
Very true, very
That
deep.
conversation in our heads definitely was real.
proves these mushrooms aren't regular mushrooms at all. Something fishy is going on.
We made the right call to investigate.
Guess this is the beginning of our hero's journey then. So let's make like heroes and get to the bottom of this. So we can command the truth and this mushroom.
That's a good one.
Okay. That sounded a lot cooler in my head.
Well, we have one thing going for us. We've faced mushrooms before, and they're pretty
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
pathetic
this is
as far as
very Sumeru-like. This reminds me of just like I hope we fight some mushrooms.
Such insolence!
Oh my God, he's back!
Did you hear that? Sounds like someone's mad.
You're spying on us?
Creep.
No response. Guess he's not gonna admit it.
Well, he said his subjects hold the clues to his secrets. Who knows if he was telling the truth? But we can't just ignore the green mushrooms, so let's start investigating. Okay, so this one is red. Ah!
Oh shit!
Fungus! It turned into a fungus! In that land of all places!
Scary. Alright, so I will be right back. Gotta disappear for a few seconds. I gotta go to the bathroom. But in the meantime, we actually do have an ad coming up, so we'll just play that right now. Skip it to avoid them coming up in the middle of the quest. With perfect timing, I'm back. And let's continue the quest. A fungus in Natlan.
So this is one of his subjects? Well, it's kind of cute.
Bull warrior compliment? Much appreciate. No! Bull warrior natural enemy. Eat. Must resist.
What?
Careful, Varesa! This is a kind of monster from Sumeru.
Oh, I don't like this animation. I don't know what. I don't like this. What is it doing?
A monster? Aw, that's too bad. I was hoping we could be friends.
Well, surely violence is a form of wit.
Mercy! Mercy! Food is sacred. Everything else, waste. That's all I know. Promise.
What?
It turned back into a normal mushroom. What's going on?
I guess it told us everything it knows.
You mean that food is sacred?
Well, that's a whole bunch of nothing. Let's go look somewhere else.
Another one?
Oh, a green mushroom! And it turned into a fungus! Nice try, but you're not scaring Paimon with that one twice! Okay, let's go on the initiative. Hey, you! What's the whole food is sacred thing about?
As our Sage Lord stated, you must demonstrate your wits to receive the answers you seek. That means I should be the one asking the questions, not you.
Okay, so it turns out this one can talk. Fine. What do we have to do? Solve a riddle or something?
Riddle? Oh, I'm not good at that. Could you, give us an easy one?
That sounds like a problem for your friends. Besides, did I say this
Really
was
said,
up for
damn, that's a you
negotiation?
problem. I don't like riddles.
Enough chatter. Time for my
I'm a riddle hater. I'm really bad at them.
all the mushrooms in this orchard willing to become the subjects of the Sage Lord?
Tax benefits.
Ah, man! How are we supposed to know?
Because you're his clones, right? I remember him saying something like that.
Oh, thank God Varesa was paying attention.
Alas, no wits in sight.
Okay,
The
so she
answer
wasn't,
could
but it's
never
probably a
be
better
that
answer than
simple.
tax benefits. Because he's a fun guy.
What? How did you get that so fast?
What?
Oh, it's that kind of riddle.
Sumeru mushrooms! Of course! Paimon can't believe she didn't think of
What,
this
they're fucking
possibility.
comedians? What?
Wait, does that mean everyone in Sumeru is into
Oh my
puns?
God, it's a fucking cyno mushroom.
experience with these kinds of jokes.
That's...
Well, since you have proven your wits, I will now answer your question. The act of eating is not only a physical necessity, but also a sacred ritual. Mushrooms like us are the Sage Lord's intermediaries. Incinerating our flesh forges a spiritual connection between you and the Sage Lord himself.
There's like a little bit of fritz on that
That's why he
mic.
can speak to us in our heads.
So you're saying if we want to talk to him again, all we have to do is...
That's they recorded those lines in a different studio, I think, with like a not great mic. There's a little bit of popping on that S.
And all we have is another cryptic message.
Well,
Dude, Paimon haters, dude, are so... This is such a fucking fun... She's so funny.
No, wait, don't turn back into a regular mushroom! Oh, too late. And all we have is another cryptic message.
That's such a funny line, dude. It's really good delivery.
Oh, good thinking, Varesa. Let's try and ask the other mushrooms. Oh, but we should probably pick this one first since it's a green mushroom.
Crisis averted. Oh. Just kind of chilling here.
Hey, there are
Two
fungi over
fellas.
there. Looks like they're discussing something.
Have you figured out how you're going to test the humans?
Of course! Any random question should do the trick. They don't look very smart to me.
This is... I really like the voices for these
cool.
mushrooms.
You green caps are so wise. Just like our
Bro,
Sage
you
Lord.
green caps are so
I'm so
wise.
jealous.
It's all progressing as expected. I know exactly what they're going
Alright,
to
we need
ask.
you to...
Oh,
we need you to
please,
do a
please, tell us how to
stupid
conduct the
mushroom
ceremony.
voice. Can you do that one for us?
I shall
I
respond.
got you, bruh.
Nothing in life comes for free. You have two choices. Answer a question about the stars and moon above, or the dark abyss below.
Spooky.
Ew. And they'll say, no, I'm stumped. I can't think anymore, or my cap will explode into spores.
My goat, this guy,
Humans
Huzia.
idiot. They
Fucking...
don't have caps or spores.
Oh my god, that's so
Right.
funny.
Duh.
And then I'll say, ha, you can't even answer the most basic of basic questions? Come back after you've studied for a few more decades.
Ha! Yeah! A few more decades.
Of course, they're so dense, it might actually take them that long to realize that. If eating is a ritual,
Thank you, really
then
appreciate the
obviously,
exposition.
The ceremony is the cooking.
I mean, obviously it's the cooking.
did they just guess the answer?
Who goes there?
Thank you, Varesa.
And you think we're the dense ones? Look in the mirror, buddy.
A floating pale organism out of nowhere. My cap almost burst into spores.
At least explain yourselves first.
Back to regular mushrooms.
So, we passed the test? Where's the sense of accomplishment? So much for gathering our wits. We didn't have to use our brains at all. Oh well. The important thing is, the Sage Lord of Fungi wants us to use cooking to establish a stronger mental connection with him.
That sounds right. Uncle Atoli
This
did
cooking
say,
themed,
when you
this
cook this
food
mushroom,
themed
the
quest
higher
is
the
really
heat,
causing issues for me.
better
I'm
the
really
fragrance.
hungry.
Right. That was the case when you grilled them in the orchard too. Heat really does release their flavor.
If we cook them just right, maybe we'll see the Sage Lord's true form. I think it's just
Okay,
gonna be
let's
like
give
a
it a
normal
try.
guy from Sumeru. Sounds like a plan.
Definitely. But we should probably explain the situation to Uncle Akatl and the rest of the tribe first.
Good call. It's best for everyone to be prepared.
Hey, Uncle, so we were tripping on shrooms when we got this insane premonition. So it's actually a little bit of a longer quest than I expected, so we may probably just do this one for today and have to call it, because it is getting kind of late over here where I am. We hear the report on the mushrooms.
Huh.
Okay, so it felt pretty normal in the moment, but hearing it back does sound kind of, ridiculous.
The silence speaks volumes.
So, the mushrooms in the orchard are sentient. What a remarkable discovery!
He does not
Yeah,
believe us.
Without your investigation, who knows what could have happened?
Thanks for looking into it, and for collecting all this information.
What a relief. I was worried it sounded like I lost my marbles.
It does sound far-fetched. After all, none of us have ever spoken to a mushroom.
I'd be shocked
But
if they did.
We know you're not one to lie, Varesa. Besides, the origin of the green mushrooms has always been a mystery to us. Thanks to you, we now know something sinister could be going on. So, we should do our part to help.
Sinister.
Yeah,
Oh no.
Just let me know if there's anything I can do.
Wow, that didn't take much convincing.
I was gonna say, that felt extremely easy. They were just like, okay.
Oh, wait. You said the mushrooms needed to be cooked at high heat, right? I can do that for you right now. I'll be quick. All right, I'm back. I used cast iron, so it should be hot enough.
Whoa, it smells delicious! Suddenly Paimon's hungry again.
Well, here goes nothing.
I'm gonna have to cook something after this. I'm starving.
Wait, that's his voice!
Looks like you stumbled upon the right path. But this temperature does not demonstrate even a fraction of the sincerity I require.
If it's too low, maybe we throw them into a
Do you
volcano.
really think some common stove could generate
Oh yeah, so
enough
throw
heat
it into
to
the
earn
volcano.
acknowledgement of
Cast into the
sage lord?
fires.
Humans are such a disappointment. You can solve my riddles when the answers are handed to you on a silver platter. But as soon as there are no more hints, not a shred of intelligence in sight.
Alright. Dick.
Do try and use your brain this time.
How did it go?
Okay, so
Did you
only
hear the
we heard
voice?
that. Interesting.
Annoying menace of a mushroom! The Sage Lord of Fungi said the heat's still not high enough. Sage Lord of Nitpicking, more like!
The only way to figure out his goal is to keep playing along. I'm guessing we have to
high
throw it into a
enough, huh?
volcano.
I guess that means we need a more powerful source of heat. Attention, everyone! We need items that can generate intense heat. Anything you can find.
So we get
I'll
Mavwika.
see what I can do.
Leave it to me.
We should take a look too.
Definitely! We're not super familiar with this area, though. Do you have any ideas?
Nothing concrete, but we could check around the volcano.
I feel like
It
lava's
spits
the
out all
easiest
kinds of
solution to
stuff.
this.
Maybe there's something we can use.
Awesome! Let's go! Paimon's gonna find something scorching hot and then throw it in that stupid mushroom's face!
You're kidding. Alright. We'll walk over there. So, I mean, I feel like this would be enough. Just, like, cast it into the fires of Mount Doom. I feel like that's probably more than enough heat, right? Hey, bud. No, wait, don't leave me, sir. Well, here's some rocks. I wonder if I can... Can I push them? That'd be fun. If I could just cause an avalanche, destroy the natural wildlife. You know, as one does. Stop aggroing onto me, you rats.
Hey, there should be some avatars of lava somewhere along this
Oh,
path.
okay. That can also work.
Their cores are really hot. It might be just what we need.
You know, when you think about how everyone jumped to help us like that, it seems like your tribe has been suspicious of the green mushrooms for a while.
Yeah, but without you, we would have never gotten this far. I mean, tons of people have tried that mushroom without a weird voice talking in their head.
Right. So, even if you wanted to investigate, you had nowhere to start.
Yeah, this opportunity was a long time coming. Plus, the Sage Lord's arrogant attitude definitely triggered my tribe's competitive spirit.
Competition is a thing here. Seems like it's a
Varesa
big
doesn't
natlan
seem
thing.
competitive most of the time, though. Outside of training and fighting monsters, at least.
And Eden?
Yeah, well, I don't really like fighting or competing, to be honest. Simple day-to-day happiness is what matters to me. Still, I've learned a lot from Kojian-san. She taught me that strength is a means rather than an end. We get stronger so we can use our strength when it counts. Like during the Abyss invasion. Having the training to master my vision meant that I could do something to stop it. So, no matter how scared I feel, I know I have to be brave. Because people are counting on me.
I can tell there's a certain strength deep within you.
Thanks. It's a work in progress. I can only hope that one day I can be as brave as Lady Fiatena.
Who is that?
Alright. We should keep looking.
I know she mentioned that, but still don't really know anything about her. Oh, look, we have Varesa now.
Looks like we can make this jump.
Oh, actually, we can try our parkour now. Okay, maybe not like that. I guess if we just run through it. Oh, yeah, look at that.
That avatar of lava pushed it down.
No!
Come on, let's charge.
Charge?
We really can't go up that? Really? That's too much?
Get back on track.
Hello, Mr. Avatar of Lava. How do you do?
Showering you with praise. Let my name echo in.
A moment, please.
I kind of don't want to... I shouldn't have Farina ulted, I'm realizing.
Trouble.
Oh my god, my Farina doesn't have her artifacts, I'm realizing.
This course.
Oh, let's see. Woo! Hot!
A few more chunks like this, and we should be good. Come on, let's keep heading up.
Alrighty. Let me put my Farina back in her artifacts, though. Oh, wow, she's C3. Seems like a really low ratio, though. Yeah, really not very good. Right. Steps up to the finish line. And let's go! Wow, that's
Careful.
very impressive.
Lava ahead. Ow, ow, ow. Right, smash down. Poof. Look out below. Yeah.
Okay, that was kind of fun. I can't even lie, that was pretty fun.
Oh no, not good. The volcano is acting up again.
What the fuck? Yo, that's really cool. Very cool. Oh. Ah!
Too strong.
Really? I can't move my character out of the way. What the fuck?
It looks like a giant weasel thief. Is there a great Tolan weasel thief or something?
We call it a furnace shell mountain weasel. It's very aggressive, so be careful.
Oh, not bad.
What a great haul!
That's my first time fighting one of those.
And this thing, the weasel
I've heard
uses
they're very
steel
annoying.
fire.
I think that's its back armor. It shoots out phlogiston, so it can pretty much attack from all directions. My dad told me about them once. Creatures that live in the volcano. I can't believe we actually ran into one. This piece
Lucky
of armor might produce
us.
even higher temperatures than the seeing eyes. We'll get those mushrooms super hot this time.
Nice fighting back there.
Oh, well, even though I don't like fighting, sometimes you don't have a choice. So, I've tried to figure out a bunch
Very
of different
true.
ways to get myself in the zone. For example, I've read a lot of stories about heroes, and my favorite hero has always been Fiatenna, the one I mentioned before. Fiatenna's most iconic feature was her mask. So, I decided to make one just like hers.
That's
So
cute.
now, whenever I wear the mask, it's like there's a little piece of her with me. If I want to honor her legacy, I have no choice but to be brave.
That's actually very
Same
sweet.
time,
I like
though.
that.
I guess it's kind of like a crutch. Kind of like I'm hiding behind her strength.
Whatever works, right?
You really think so?
But it helps you.
Really? It's just... I feel like
If it works, it
I need
works.
to take it off one day and face things alone. But the longer I put off taking that step, the more impossible it feels. I don't know if I have it in me.
But you were the one who decided to investigate the case, not the mask.
Yeah! You had the courage to make that decision. And that's what adventuring is all about! Fighting is just a small part of it.
Oh,
Besides, Paimon thinks you're doing a great job. Just take your time. It's not a race.
thanks for believing in me, you two. I've learned so much. And I won't give up. Not until I can face things on my own. After that pep talk, I feel like my appetite is back in full force.
You're hungry already? Paimon hasn't even finished digesting her last meal.
Come on, let's head back to the tribe. We'll earn that mushroom's recognition this time for sure.
So we picked up all the heating stuff. Again, there's a volcano. A volcano. I feel like we can just throw it in. No, my fucking Risley!
And we found a bunch of stuff to use.
Great.
Ah,
We're
it's
almost done with the preparations
fucking
on our side too.
Genshin
I've
cutscenes,
managed to get
god
these
damn
iron
it.
chunks red hot. We should be good to go.
Yeah, and since we need really high temperatures, I brought the best
I was
stove I could
literally
find.
just talking about
I got
this.
a bunch of buckets of lava on standby if we need more fuel.
This guy gets it. Just use lava. First of all, that was fucking amazing delivery. I'm sorry I talked over that. That was hilarious.
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava on standby if we need more fuel.
My goat. It's like we're gearing up for a fight, not cooking a few mushrooms.
Yeah, but
Better
doesn't
safe than
brought any
sorry.
typical cooking utensils either.
Well, that mushroom started it, right everyone? Disrespecting Varesa and her guest of honor.
True.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of excuses it can come up with this time.
Who is this?
Thanks for the help, everyone. It really means a lot.
All right, let's see what we have here. Huh? The armor of a furnace shell mountain weasel? Don't tell me you went into the volcano.
No, it erupted out of nowhere, and then the weasel appeared, and then, well, anyway, we got this in the end.
You know, as one does. A
Either
weasel
way,
fell from the
this is
sky.
something special. Back when I was training to be a chef, I studied the effect of temperature on different ingredients. This kind of armor produces intense localized heat. It's great for fish because you can get a nice sear on one side without overcooking the other. Anyway, let's get started. The mushrooms are all ready to
Would
go.
probably be pretty good for steak too,
Let's
huh?
go.
I like this guy, this Jockley? Shockley? I like him.
Whoa, the fragrance is so much more intense. And what's with this weird mist?
Okay, that's gonna fucking send you to Mars, dude. That is like actual narcotics. Those are shrooms.
Wait, no.
Paimon, don't do it.
Something's not right.
That's a drug trip again. No. We're actually high. Genshin actually gave us fucking drugs, dude. The Traveler and Paimon are cooked out of their mind. Why is it that every time we go to Sumeru, we end up high? Yeah, we're actually back in Sumeru.
Where are we?
Sumeru?
Where
Sumeru?
did everyone go?
Sumeru?
I have no idea. We just showed up here. I can't see the others anymore.
Huh? Is something wrong?
That's a cuddle. Chief, we don't know where we are.
What? I know it's hard to see through this mist, but aren't you here at the tribe with the rest of us?
So you didn't feel anything strange?
No. What are you feeling?
That doesn't... I don't think that's him. I feel like that voice is a trick too. I don't think that's him. This must be the Sage Lord's trick, but it's only affecting the three of us. But why us and not the others? Probably because he selected us, right? He didn't... He intentionally didn't pick the others, even though they've eaten green mushrooms.
You are the only
Oh, shit.
worthy devotees, of course.
Oh, it's an actual mushroom. I thought it was... What the...
Jerk of a mushroom, so this is what you look like.
Brainiac mushroom.
He does look a bit more evil than the other mushrooms we met.
I am no longer concerned with your insolence. On the contrary, I am satisfied with your performance. So, as promised,
Oh, why is
you
it
shall have the answers
wiggling
you
like that? I
seek.
don't like those animations. Stop it.
Of course, I have a goal of my own. Let me reiterate once more. The great Sage Lord of Fungi, that would be me, is extending you the honor of becoming my subjects.
I might.
The only way anyone's serving you is on a platter.
Now,
Damn,
don't
Bible.
be hasty. It's inadvisable to speak in absolutes. You refuse only because you have yet to witness my miracles. Cherish this opportunity. It may not come again. As you know, Tivat is not a peaceful place. The gods wage war against one another. Monsters roam the land. Humans live in squalor. But then, humanity discovered me and learned that I could grant them unlimited
hard
power
drugs?
to fell even the most fearsome of enemies.
Huh. If we want to become strong, we just have to eat this.
Hard narcotics.
Monsters are no match for me.
Truly magical.
And
Wait,
so,
guys.
the humans worshipped me as their
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
savior. And in return, I revealed my identity as the Sage Lord of Fungi.
Okay, I'm actually like, I've got a crazy theory here, alright? So. Alright. It's all a metaphor for steroids. Alright? All a metaphor for taking too much tren, alright? So. The Collective of Plenty, they're jacked. They go to the gym all the time. Alright? They get these mushrooms, they fight monsters easier. Steroids. Boom. It all makes sense.
You really expect us to believe that? Besides, as far as enemies go, a few puny fungi aren't that fearsome.
Such
I think I'm cooking
arrogance!
here. It's a great metaphor.
Take that back and apologize before I lose my temper.
You wish.
I mean, those monsters really don't look that scary. Not the kind you'd need a miracle to defeat, anyway.
That too, yeah. It's like,
You insignificant
surely it's not
mortals
that tricky.
boast of strength? Very well. Then prove it!
I think we're gonna be fine. Oh my god, wait a minute. My Risley survived. Miracle. Actual miracle.
I'm going in!
I'm gonna take this time to heal my characters, because I don't want that to happen again, where I just, like, almost get one-shot by a falling rock from the sky. Yeah, so this is Sumeru music, so we're definitely in Sumeru. There was another story quest where we went back to Sumeru recently. I can't remember which one. But we've been to Sumeru... Oh, what was it? It was the event.
Well
The event.
fought. You see? You ate a fair amount of my clones, and now look what you can do.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of always going back to Sumeru.
Weren't we insignificant?
Which I'm not complaining
mortals
about. I do
just
like,
a second ago? Weird.
I like
I'll
Sumeru.
admit, you're not entirely useless, but my miracles are even greater than you can imagine.
No, don't just... another cryptic one-liner and another disappearing act? It's gotta be a mushroom thing at this point.
This is a really good story quest. I really like this. There's some, like, really top-tier
Yeah, let's
Paimon
go.
lines in
I
this.
think he's trying to tell us a story, although I'm not sure if I like the plot.
Okay, wait. The test. What kind of seals do we get from this chest? Oh, pyro sigils. Or sorry, sigils, not seals. Okay, so I'm probably overthinking it, but I do think it's interesting. Fire. Cool looking place.
I soon became humanity's faith, and, with my power, created countless clones, with which I could bestow upon them an endless source of sustenance. Well, food is a scarce resource. A faith that provides for the needs of the flesh is the most practical and noble of all. And as my subjects gave themselves in service, either as civilians or warriors, I rewarded them with mushrooms in proportion to their contribution. The most exceptional among them could receive as many as 20 mushrooms a day.
That's it?
That seems like not a lot of
What are you
food.
insinuating? Are mushrooms not enough?
Well, it's possible people couldn't afford to be picky back then.
Yeah, but now even Saurians have more options than that.
Sustenance and strength. Such are the pillars of faith. So what do you think? A pretty enticing offer, wouldn't you agree? Once you become my subjects, all you have to do is build a civilization dedicated to the mushrooms. And then...
Hold on, I want to know what happened next.
What do you
After
mean,
the mushroom.
what
Like, how long
happened
ago
next?
was this?
Right. If the humans dedicated themselves in service to you, then shouldn't you have your own tribe at this point? Or even your own nation? But I've read a lot of woven scrolls about the heroes of Natlan. And I've never come across anything about some kind of mushroom savior.
Of course not. I was in a different nation at the time. I don't suppose you know their history, too.
We've been to Sumeru.
Yeah, and we didn't hear anything about a mushroom civilization.
I never said it was Sumeru. I have no idea where that assumption is coming from.
Yeah, no idea. No idea where that could be coming from. Completely baseless, my bad. Because fungi are creatures from Sumeru, and the buildings from your visions support that too.
A trivial detail. You know what? You don't deserve to know what happened next.
It's a really... I'm realizing this is a really big mushroom. Like, this is taller than the Traveler. That's like, what the... It's massive. Then you don't deserve our faith either.
Yeah, if you
Got
want us
him.
to respect you,
Lamau.
stop being so secretive.
True. If we don't know how the story ends, it doesn't hold much weight now, does it?
All right, fine. Same rules as before. If you want the truth, you'll have to use your wits to earn it.
Opera
If
House.
you fail to prove your worth, good luck getting
If someone
another
gets that
detail out
reference,
of
I'm gonna
me.
be shocked. That's like a really, really deep cut to something really nerdy.
Oh.
I hope someone gets it though. That'll be funny. Oh,
He jumped
little
down from
Timmy's
here.
falling down the well.
So it looks like we just need to...
Hold on.
Is something wrong, Traveler?
There's something off about his motive.
Off? How?
That's how I
I
feel
don't know.
too. Based on his personality, if he won't tell us how things turned out in the end, it must be because it's not something he can brag about. Besides, how did he even get from Sumeru to Natlan? Seems like he's avoiding that subject too. And through it all, he still hasn't given up on recruiting us. Even though he's in for a rude awakening.
Yeah. He seemed pretty annoyed with our questions. Why not just kick us to the curb?
He must be in dire need of subjects, and it has to be the three of us.
But why?
Let's go after him. And keep... Why does Genshin do this? Let's go after him, and keep an eye out for clues along the way.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I'm doing a dramatic reading now. I don't know how to voice act. Down the well we go! Oh. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, it's like those domains in,
Catch me if you can.
It's like one of those domains in Wua.
If you can figure out which way to go, of course.
Ah, shit. Right, we have to... I forget that, What's-Her-Face can do that.
Here I go.
I remember these domains really, really annoying me.
Leave this to me. I'll clear a path for you.
Really annoying me in Wua. These are like 2D domains.
Think we can get these mushrooms to form a path. We just need to wait for the right timing.
I think we figured out the timing.
Get a load of this.
Watch out, Varesa!
Don't worry about me. I've got this.
This is the power of spamming the D key. This is fire. I'm running out of Night Soul points, though. Oh, gotta climb. Or fly. It's kind of fun, though.
Hurry up, Varesa.
I'm actually... This feels like a Sonic level. This is kind of...
Jump up. Let it give us a ride.
This is actually a Sonic level. That's kind of... I'm expecting like a loop-de-loop at some point.
A dead end?
Wait, didn't we just do this?
Let it give us a ride.
Oh, I died. I did not realize I died. Wait, what? I guess I'm supposed to stay still.
Let it give us a ride.
Where's it taking us?
All right, this should be good. Get ready and jump.
There we go. I thought it was gonna restart me, dude. I really thought it was gonna restart me.
Backed into a corner, huh?
We've got you this time.
Ow! Well, that hurt, you know. You humans have such violent tendencies.
How did we lose him?
Not again. Although, I think I pulled something off of him.
What do we get?
A ball of mist. Oh no, it's spreading.
Oh my god, we've been drugged again.
Ah, they're gonna eat us. Gonna eat us. Eat us.
It's these goddamn vegans, dude. These goddamn vegans. First they wouldn't let us eat meat. Now they're not gonna let us eat mushrooms. It's PETA, dude. Can't stand them. These animal communists taking over. It's unacceptable.
Why must the humans eat so much?
Okay, wow. Well, I'm supposed to talk about that one. It's a little rude.
My power is all but spent, but it was still enough to control a single human at least. Now all of Sumeru knows how scrumptious my mushrooms are. So if I want to grow, I must relocate. And if I want it to happen fast, I need suitable environmental conditions. You! Take me somewhere hot. The hotter the better.
Yes, my lord.
Interesting. So we were
Is this the place,
on
human?
the right track. I was on the right track of
Yes. This
a
is a
theory.
volcano in a land far to the west. The temperatures here get very high. It should be a most suitable location for your lordship to regain his strength. I shall now find a good place to plant you, my lord, so that your mycelial majesty may take root in this fertile land.
That was my nickname in high school, actually.
Yes,
Mycelial
proceed.
Majesty. That's what they called me.
Huh? An earthquake? No! A volcanic eruption! Ah!
Strange.
So that's how it ended. No wonder you tried to hide it from us. It's pretty embarrassing.
Damn, Paimon, wow.
I thought he said people formed communities around this mushroom and used it as their main source of food.
Yeah, but it looks like his following got too big and he couldn't keep up with the demand.
Huh. He used the mushrooms as his main recruitment tactic. But then the situation got out of control.
And it seems like his power is proportional to the number of clones he has.
Which means the more mushrooms the humans ate, the less powerful he became, right?
Interesting.
Wow. So his following didn't last long.
Nope, which explains why there aren't any records about some kind of mushroom civilization. In the end, he mind-controlled a human to bring him to Natlan and then got buried under a pile of volcanic rocks.
Yeah.
Kind of embarrassing.
For who knows how
If I
long.
were a mushroom god, that would never happen to me.
When we were talking to him earlier, he seemed kind of, out of touch, you know?
He was a boomer.
Well, he has been living under a rock, so that checks out.
That's funny, actually.
Clearing out this area for your orchard finally allowed him to start regaining his power.
Yeah, that sounds right. My parents always thought it was so weird that mushrooms kept popping up around the orchard no matter what we did. Now it makes sense. Wait, but if everything we saw is true, that means this mushroom has mind control powers or something? That's a recipe for disaster.
Hold on. Do you remember what he showed us? A group of humans worshipping a giant mushroom. It just doesn't make sense. They must have been mind-controlled.
Maybe
But
they were
when
just
he
hungry.
started running out of power, he couldn't keep it up.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't seem to be able to control us either.
I understand now why it has to be us.
Oh? Why?
Alright, thank you, very helpful. See, because I'm the protagonist, I understand. But I'm not going to explain it to you guys, because... drama. I'll explain on the way.
All right, then let's find this mushroom.
There's really no reason... I really hate when stories do that. It's like, I know the answer, but I'm not going to explain it. Because... reasons.
Heads up! Go!
I really thought that was gonna kill me. Alright.
The
Keep
environment
on
changed
going.
again. Nothing to phase Paimon at this point.
Let's keep looking. He can't hide forever.
This feels more... No, I was actually gonna say this feels more like Natlan, but it doesn't really. It kind of... still reminds me a lot of,
Let's light it up.
reminds me of where the, Jade Plume, shroom
So
goes.
you made it this far. Impressive.
Thanks,
In that
bro.
case,
He hid himself in the statue. What should we do? Actually, that
Oh.
checks out. We're just gonna
Just
smash it,
crushed
right?
us.
Cool.
Going now.
I can't reach this guy. Are you kidding me? Wait, are you kidding me? I can't reach him? Oh, there we go. No, Varesa! Get out of the way! You know what? I'm becoming more. I'm liking Varesa's gameplay more. It's more interesting to me than like a regular just spam plunge character. No offense to Mr. Socks and other Xiao mains, but I enjoy this more because there's a little bit more like, I don't know. There's more than just jump. It's more than like space. I'm insulting all like 3 Xiao mains in the world right now.
Now we know how dangerous you are, so we
They're actually
have to
all
stop you.
4 Xiao mains and 1 Gamen
it would
player.
seem you're not completely devoid of intelligence. Fitting for my future subjects. Still, you're overlooking a very important detail. Did you think I was running away because I was scared? Well, this is a world of my creation. My will rules supreme. My schemes have been exposed, you say. No matter. My goal has already been achieved.
Oh no.
What?
Agree.
Although I
What?
prefer to call myself the Sage Lord of Fungi, in the human tongue, I am known by another name. You now behold the god Bifrons, the sole protagonist in this endless carnage!
I wish I knew who this was. Is it? Are we supposed to know who this was? Because I haven't heard this guy, unfortunately. So you're a god.
Indeed, foolish, shallow, and ungrateful humans! Have you forgotten your savior during this time of war? I am the god who's protecting countless of your kind during this Archon war. You have no food in which to satiate your hunger, no means with which to counter the hordes of monsters, and the gods loom overhead, capable
I think
of
we did
reducing
fine.
you to ashes with a simple snap of their fingers. Just one word, and you could have had my protection. But now, that opportunity is lost forever, and you only have your own stupidity and arrogance to blame. No
Damn.
matter, my
How
plan
rude.
has already succeeded. What you saw when you cooked the mushrooms was not mist, but spores, set to sprout into green mushrooms very soon. And that's where their true power lies. Because, given a bit of time to grow, green mushrooms will multiply exponentially.
Oh, so he's trying
You
to
see,
take over the world.
Considering my current
It's
level
like
of
the
power,
it's like the Last of
I
Us.
had no way to create large number of clones. Unless, of course, I had access to a source of extreme heat.
Oh, it's actually
And
Last of
you
Us. He's making
delivered one to me
a zombie
on a
army.
silver platter. That was my plan all along.
So, you kept running away from us because you needed to buy time?
Precisely. Before long, the green mushrooms will multiply at an unstoppable rate.
Okay, maybe
allowing
not
me
Last
to
of Us,
return
but
to the peak of my power.
something
Then,
along those lines.
I shall reclaim my dignity and status as a god, achieve victory in the Archon War, and take revenge on Sumeru.
I think he's a couple centuries
You
too
have no
late.
concept of time, do you? Newsflash, Ash, the Archon War is old news, buddy.
Nonsense! Is that not the source of your suffering? All I
No.
hear in this land is war this and war that. If you fear the Archon War, all the more reason to cower behind the protection of a god.
Pretty sure they're talking about the war against the Abyss.
Huh?
The
Yeah.
Archon War. I guess I've heard about that once or twice, but only from Outlanders.
Ha! I see what's going on here. You're using lies and trickery to befuddle me.
I think he's doing a great job of
my
befuddling
original
himself,
plan was
actually.
to imprison you here until the end of time. But now, I have a better idea. Once nothing is left of this land but an endless field of mushrooms, I'll set you free. You get the honor of witnessing that despair in person. Now,
Thanks, bro.
I was going to offer you a glimmer of hope by allowing you to pledge yourselves to me and take on the burden of managing my kingdom. But now, the deal is off.
It was an empty deal from the start.
What did you say?
We were your only option.
The Traveler explained everything. The only reason I could hear you is because I've eaten so many mushrooms over the years.
Yeah, and Paimon ate a whole bunch during the competition. Paimon's small, so it didn't take as many mushrooms for her to be affected.
And I happen to have a special constitution, which made it easier to hear your voice.
Point being, most people would have to eat a monstrous amount of mushrooms to even hear you over the buzz of a mosquito. So you latched onto us as a group of people who can actually hear your voice. In other words...
You're weak.
You said your mushrooms need time to grow, which means you don't have enough power to keep us here.
I may not have my former
Stop
strength,
doing that. It's so
but
I
keeping a
hate
few
when he does
humans
that.
right where I want them is a small task. Unless you think you can take on a creature as vicious and powerful as the Jade-plumed Terra Shroom.
Oh, bro, trust me, I'm fine. I had to kill this guy a bunch of times to level
can't.
Tainari.
Right?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I
Use
actually
tiny
just
fruits.
got
We
through
need to
like
get back to the
450
tribe as
health
soon
bars
as
of that guy.
possible.
I think I'll be fine.
Oh, no! You must be bluffing! A few measly humans couldn't possibly be that powerful. And what's this about a war against the Abyss? Hey, I want answers!
Paimon's not gonna waste one more word on this guy. Let's go!
Oh, we're just out. We just walk away. Nice. That's powerful. I respect that. We just leave. Do not engage with the mushroom. Leave.
What should we do?
Worried? Don't be. It's just a few mushrooms.
This is dinner.
Get ready to feed!
Yeah, exactly. Call that dinner, bro.
Ooh.
That's I really like. Okay, this is cute. This is good. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't have the voice actor for him. Very ZZZ right there. Hmm.
More, please!
That's cute. I like very cute little chibi.
Guess it's time to dig in!
Literally infinite food hack. World hunger solved, guys. Just worship mushrooms. Easy as that.
Stop this at once! Huh?
What a great meal. Thanks, everyone. I feel like like a whole new me.
And with that, we took care of all the green mushrooms. Now, care to tell me what happened earlier? It was lights out for all three of you. Someone planted a god in Varesa's orchard, and she's been eating it ever since.
Yeah, we know not every god that's still around is super strong, but this one reached a whole new low.
I can't imagine the bar getting any lower than that.
Also, didn't he have his facts all wrong? He kept going on about some kind of Archon War.
Ah, well, Natlan was never part of the Archon War, so it
Kids
rarely
these
comes
days
up around these parts.
don't know about the Archon War.
It makes sense
Unacceptable.
that you don't know much about it, Varesa.
Whoa, hold on. Are you serious?
Of course. The infighting between the dragons pretty much took over everything. So, there was no room for the gods to join in.
Makes sense.
Yep, that checks out. Living under a rock all those years, Mushroom God wakes up, thinking it's still the Archon War, and tries to use that to convince people to worship him.
Little did he know, our lives are much better now than in the Age of the Dragons.
So what do we do now? It can't be easy to slay a god.
I guess it's back to business as usual. As long as we keep picking the green mushrooms, that god is just a tasty mushroom at the end of the day.
Guess so.
Actually, Traveler? Can I borrow you for a minute?
Sure thing.
Alright, here's good. So, it's not anything super important. I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your encouragement gave me the courage to investigate the green mushrooms and helped me resolve a threat to my tribe. And maybe this sounds weird considering everything, but it was a really awesome adventure. I had fun.
Me too. That was really fun. Very good quest. I really enjoyed it. It's an adventure I'll remember for a long time.
Oh, why's that?
You got the chance to shine as a hero.
You're right. I never thought my appetite would save the day. It's pretty surreal. But it's like you said. All it takes is a little patience and perseverance, and my time will come. If I start to doubt myself in the future, all I need to do is think of this experience and everything I've learned along the way.
Yup, you got this.
Hey, you two! Akata was saying that since a scholar from Sumeru warned the tribe about the mushrooms, someone there must know about the mushroom god.
I'm not going to
Should we
Sumeru.
go check it out? Couldn't hurt to get more information.
Oh, good point. But if we're heading to the academia, I need to get permission from Uncle Akatl first.
Right. And it's not a quick trip. We have to cross the whole desert.
Why don't we just ask the Adventurers Guild?
Good idea. Let's check it out.
So we're going back to Sumeru. I hope not, actually. I really don't like going to Sumeru. I'm a Sumeru hater. Son of a... I just, like, nuked all of Natlan. What am I doing? Man sets off ice bomb in Natlan.
Oh, Catherine's back. And isn't that Tainari?
Oh, hey.
Word from the speaker's chamber was that an Emerta scholar happened to be conducting research in the area. So they helped me to get in touch.
It's been a while, you two. So you're the ones... Oh,
You're
son
an
of a...
expert, so you must know all about him, right?
It's going so fast. Of course, to those in the Immortal Darshan, his case is a well-known part of ecological history. His power is tied to the number of his clones, so at one point he possessed a truly fearsome form, but as his clones diminished in number, he got smaller and smaller until he couldn't hold on to physical form at all. And so he became impossible to track. Scholars could only keep tabs of him by monitoring what remains of his clones. So now I'm learning his true form fled to Natlan.
Yeah, the mushrooms started popping up in our orchard not too long ago.
Well, from what I've heard, he has very few clones right now, so there's nothing to worry about. Feel free to use the mushrooms as you see fit. They really are delicious. Of course, in the interest of research, I would prefer to send a few scholars from my darshan to monitor the situation every so often. What do you say? Absolutely not. Unacceptable. I wanted to get your permission before submitting a formal request to the Speaker's Chamber.
Of course. You're welcome anytime. That's a huge help, actually. I wanted to ask, though, you said what remains of his clones? Does that mean there are clones outside of Natlan? Even now?
Oh yes, there's a huge one beneath the chasm.
Zamarin?
You know that name?
Yeah, Hyman calls it Sheesh Room. It's absolutely huge. Way more
Ew.
impressive than the puny
Ew, that
snake
was
room.
so... why? It took a while for Zamarin to grow in this form. Luckily, Zamarin isn't a green cap mushroom, so there's no danger to us. And I believe its mind has been separated from the mushroom god for a very long time. I doubt there's a connection between them
We
anymore.
should go see Zamarin one of these days.
Maybe.
Ooh, I'll come. It'll be nice to interact with a friendly mushroom for once.
Friendly's right, so this one is definitely not for eating.
Never.